Come here. Why where is that? What's that thing in there, brother? There we go. Open it up. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is time. It is time. You've been waiting. You've been waiting.
So
You've been
long.
waiting on us. We've been waiting
So
on you.
long.
This is the show that you've been waiting for your whole life. You've been waiting on a show like this to come for you. You've been watching all the other shows, and they've held it down for a while. It's good that they held it down for a while, but now it's time for the big boys to come through. We're coming through. We're talking. This is Table, Ladders, and... No, man. No, man. No. We gotta do this again. Hold on, let me try this one more time because evidently you missed something. Let's do this one more time. Are you ready for tables, ladders, and
Talk!
there you go.
All right, is
see,
that
look,
what you wanted?
that's the guy.
What you wanted.
That's the one right there. Now, see what happened before, man. Your confidence kick in, or
I don't know. I was just getting the vibes, dude. I don't know what you're going for sometimes, man.
Man, Lex, I'm wondering what are you doing because I'm sitting here and I'm multitasking. Y'all bear with me for a minute. I'm multitasking because I'm the one that do the work. I'm the one that do the work. He do the talking.
That's true.
He do the talking, and he's pretty good at talking. Let me tell you something about his talking, though. Let me tell y'all something because can I tell the story?
I mean, I suppose.
Can I tell the story?
I suppose.
Can I tell the story?
You're gassing me up to talk, dude.
Okay, this is what happened. I met this guy. I was out fishing one day, and when I was out there fishing, I threw my hook in the water, and I was winding one end, and yeah, you feel somebody behind you, and he was behind me, and I was like, I turned around, I dropped my. I had to shave him down. I had to shave him down and teach him the English language. English, I can't even talk that. Teach him the English language.
Some teacher I had, right? That's the issue.
But I must be, look how he's doing well. He's doing well.
I am doing very well.
But I noticed something about him, and this is the thing that blew my mind. It absolutely blew my mind, and I have to applaud you.
Please applaud me. There's nothing I love more.
The one thing that I noticed that you picked up on better than anything else, you learn English language, you learn mathematics, you learn everything, science, you learn all this stuff. But the one thing that blew your mind was wrestling.
That's right, wrestling.
It was wrestling,
and that's what we're here to talk about, Raheen. And if you'll excuse the ramblings of my geriatric cohort here, this is not an advertisement for AARP. It is a show about professional wrestling, tables, ladders, and talk. And that's
how long have you been watching wrestling?
Since I was just a wee lad, Raheen, the mere age of 10 years old.
Was that before or after I shaved you down?
That was well before you shaved me down. I was just a little guppy floating around.
Yeah, watching wrestling.
No, yeah.
Now, who was your favorite back then?
Back then, had to be Stone Cold Steve Austin. I mean, is there a better example of the ultimate faced professional wrestler?
Of course
the greatest like to do it, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
of course there is.
Who?
There's many. History has spoken to me and said that the greatest wrestler of all times. Now, you're not going to agree with this. But the greatest wrestler of all time is Harley Race.
Harley Race. It's Harley Race. I don't totally disagree with that.
Oh my God!
Well, okay.
Turn the cameras off. Turn the cameras off.
Back because I do disagree now.
Okay.
just because you're acting like this,
I'm just telling the truth.
Disagree with you. I don't like your attitude.
Okay.
So while I love Harley Race, I think Harley Race is one of the most consummate professionals of all time. But to say he's the greatest, I think the sport has grown a lot, man. I think it grew past guys like Flair and Harley, and and we've come into an age. I think now's the best time ever for professional wrestling. I think you can make a lot of cases for a lot of dudes now. We're just witnessing it. This is just happening like in front of our faces.
You know, I don't agree with that.
I know you don't. That's why I said it.
I don't agree at all. I don't agree with that at all. Wrestling has always been, to me, wrestling has always been a tough guy sport. Would you agree with that? It's a tough guy sport. The big brute guys, they go in there and they beat you up and they do what they're going to do. They use their finisher. They 1, 2, 3, it's over. Or they just make you give up.
Sure.
Tough guy sports. Sure. It's not, I don't think it's based on acrobat and gymnastics.
I think that just plays a part with the sport now.
Acrobatics and gymnastics.
That absolutely has a huge part in it now. That's what people want to see now. That's what the hardcore fans want to see. A level of that anyway, a degree of that. I think that we can. Let's take a match.
It's taking over the sport. It's taking over the sport.
Absolutely, things evolve and move on. That's just how things work.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a match like last night.
Yes,
Jungle
great
Boy
match.
versus Darby Allin.
Wasn't it great? Wasn't it great?
It was amazing.
I'm not gonna say that. You said that before. No,
match of the year candidate.
No, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that.
There's a lot of wrestling to go.
Yes,
it's a match of the year candidate, and that puts 2 match of the year candidates for Jungle Boy for me, including his brilliant match with Dax Harwood. I think that that kid's amazing. Man, I felt like the level of wrestling in that match, of mat wrestling in that match, was super high level. It was very good, and it was different, and we still got our high flying. We still got our coffin drop to the outside. We still got Darby and Jungle Boy flipping over the side of the side of the rage. Yeah, and it's great, man, and it works. You can't hate on it just because you don't get it, or just because it's something new.
It's not from what you were
used to.
What's the stand the hand lariat? Stand the man Hansen. What
Stan Hansen?
The lariat. This guy would knock you into next month.
Hangman Page made it better, dude.
Made it what better?
Made it better.
Listen, this is gonna be our poll for this week. And I want you all to participate in this poll. Who has the best lariat in wrestling history? I say it's Stan Hansen. He says that other guy.
Hangman Page.
He says that other guy. That other guy. I want you all, and if you don't agree with me, that's fine. It's okay. You can be as crazy as you want to be.
Such an old head mark right now, though, dude.
But listen,
you can't be on this Jim Cornette BS where you just think that everything that's older is better. Like, psychology is just different now. Like, it's a different thing, man.
I would take Stan.
The toothpaste is out of the tube, man. You can't put it back in there. We all know it's a work.
I would take Stan Hansen in this day and time and guarantee he'll be the world champion.
I don't think he works the same in this day and age. I don't think some of these guys work the same. I think you take a guy, and there's nothing against Stan Hansen. I think a dude like Harley Race, maybe. Like, Harley Race might be able to, work something out. That dude was just
yeah, he was on point. Yeah.
Knew what he was doing. Not that Stan Hansen didn't.
You didn't think I was going to say Harley Race, did you?
I didn't.
I know.
I thought you were going to say Flair or Dusty or something.
Nah. They were great too, but I wouldn't say the greatest.
Sure.
Some young people will say, well, not young people, they're a little older now, but they will say Hulk Hogan was the greatest of all time because of the numbers and because of what he did and because of how he poured a certain audience. And Hulkamania was crazy,
dude. You're such a casual fan if you say that, though.
I did. I know you did. Yeah,
but I'm saying whoever would say that, you are the most casual wrestling fan that has ever existed. Like, come on, dude. Hulk Hogan.
Yeah,
dude. That I'm sorry. Name me a really, really good Hulk Hogan match, dude. Like a single one. It doesn't exist. The guy is notorious for
I think there was a no. Well, he was. But then again, Triple H did the same thing. He buried people. I mean, Triple H did the same thing.
Yeah, but Triple H put on some good matches at least.
So you're saying Hulk Hogan's whole career, you can't think of 3 great matches that he had in his whole career?
I wouldn't say I mean, dude, it's not really. With Andre, that's not really
y'all hearing
great.
This?
That's not really a good match.
Are y'all hearing this?
The moment is
Please
great.
tell me y'all not hearing this. Please tell me. Please tell me. If you have a pulse, tell me.
Come at me, you stupid marks. I'm so over this, all right? I'm trying to be nice here, dude, but listen to me. The moments. Hulk Hogan has some great moments, right?
Yeah, okay.
I think his moment with The Rock, that match, it's not really the match so much as it is the moment at WrestleMania.
You think The Rock?
It's not so much. Yeah, dude. Absolutely.
I figured that's what he was
worker.
He is
now. Andre, he slams Andre, and I'm like, that's a great moment. The match leading up to that isn't the best match.
How many seats did he fill just because of Hulkamania?
Dude, there's no arguing that.
Mm-hmm.
I will never argue that. Hulkamania, it was bigger than wrestling. He is bigger than wrestling.
Mm-hmm. He was,
but he's just. I don't personally. I don't get it. Like I don't think even when I was a kid, I was like, I like the Undertaker. I don't like Hulk Hogan.
Mm-hmm.
Like
mm-hmm.
I want to say my prayers and eat my vitamins. Like I want to bury people in dirt because that's metal.
That takes me right back. That takes me right back to the Smash Mouth wrestling of the past. It was so much better. Undertaker, Smash Mouth. He's not gonna jump. You know, he and then he'll walk on the top.
I mean, dude, the old school's a little. That was pretty athletic.
Yeah, for a guy of that size, absolutely. But my thing is, I love. And not to say that I don't like the wrestling of today because I watch it all the time. Mm-hmm. I watch it all the time if it's on. I'm looking at it. But my thing is, if you give me a choice, you say which wrestling would you rather look at? Which would you rather watch? Give me the Smash Mouth. Give me the Stan. Give me the Wahoo McDaniels. People like that. Give me those guys, man. Because they're gonna go in there. They're gonna do what he have. Even the Iron Sheik. Give me him.
I love Iron Sheik.
Yeah, give me him.
Iron Sheik's amazing.
Yeah.
I think that the pace of wrestling just like changed, man.
Mm-hmm,
it's just that's the difference. I think that like the Attitude Era, which is where I grew up, that Ruthless Aggression era,
mm-hmm.
you know, it's like that is kind of the introductory point of the high flyers. What's next?
What's next?
That's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly have no clue, but
mm-hmm.
I really love the way that wrestling is trending going
mm-hmm.
forward.
Mm-hmm.
I like what's happening now. I really dig everything that's going on in AEW. I think NXT is okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I just like, I don't know, man. It's like it could become something completely different
mm-hmm.
for all I know. I think it's gonna, because like history tends to be cyclical. I think we'll start kind of going backwards, and it might mm-hmm. start getting kind of a little more old school at certain points. But I think that there's a cool like mix of all of those things now. I think now's the best time for wrestling because you have your Jon Moxleys who are just like tough smash mouth, like in your face style wrestlers. You have your, Ray Phoenixes who are doing triple backflips and like springing cutters from like the floor. Like that's incredible to me. Like that's amazing. And I like the dichotomy. You have your Joey Janela's who are doing quadruple enchilada backflips and doing a pile of needles from the top of that's fun too. I like just about all kinds of wrestling. I think there's more than one way to skin a cat, and to say that there's one definitive way that's the best, I don't know. I just don't think it's true. I think it's just evolved to a point where it's
do you think
got
wrestling
something for everybody?
Do you think they're trying to transition and looking at from even the main event that they had last night to smaller guys? Do you think they're trying to get away from the big bulky guys and go into the more athletic type where they can do all these gymnastics and all this high flying?
That's definitely part of it now. I think it just kind of depends on on who's over. I think that's the most important thing. Who is the crowd gravitating towards? Who is in on
WWE would never do that.
No, because they're lame.
WWE, Vince McMahon loved the big book.
Yeah,
look at his champions that he had.
He has like a weird like sexual obsession with giant, muscular, like oiled up men. It's really creepy and weird, dude.
It is weird.
And he fed them steroids for years and years, and then he got busted.
Well, he was actually on them himself too. He was in the party too.
Oh yeah, look at the guy, dude. He's a monster.
Yeah. Would you fight him?
No.
Your man's 70 years old.
Dude, maybe now I'd fight him, but like back then, nah, dude, no way. He was jacked.
Could you beat Shane Mac?
I think even if I could beat up Shane just on pure toughness alone, he would get back up and kick my ass because I would just beat him until I was tired, and then he would get.
Didn't this guy just act like he was tough?
Oh, dude.
Didn't this guy just act like he was tough a second ago? Did y'all
I'm tough with all these stupid Cheeto finger pencil neck geek marks out there that
Someone
are watching.
Could beat you.
Dude, get over it, dude. Come on, bring it on. Any of you goobuses want it, dude, bring it. Just like I'll headlock Raheem right now, dude. Like it's whatever. You guys come on. I want once we get the phone line set up, that's when things are gonna get fun, y'all. That's when things are gonna get fun.
And I want y'all to call in and tell him about himself.
I want you to call in and tell me about your stupid opinions on wrestling, dude, because that's the best part. That's what I'm really looking forward to, is just telling people how demonstrably wrong they are. I can prove this on an Etch-a-Sketch.
Okay. AEW.
Are we doing like a word association thing?
No.
The best.
No.
Do another one.
WWE.
Shit. Garbage. Trash.
Now, AEW. Do you think you said the best? What makes them the best? What makes AEW at this point? And it's still at the infant stage. They're still at the infant stage. They're still
Three
there.
words.
What?
Long-term booking. It's really simple. Take people, believe in them, book it out. If it doesn't work, drop it. If it works, keep doing it.
Mm-hmm.
If it's kind of not working, but you have an end result that you know is going to pop people,
Mm-hmm.
then stick it out. Which they do, and they seem to know what's going to work and what doesn't.
You say they do. You say they do.
Yeah.
And to a certain degree, they do. But why are they getting all these old heads from WWE, bringing them into the fold?
So I will acknowledge that does seem. It seems a little treacherous. It seems treacherous. It seems like a road that people have been down before. Seems. But
Impact.
Everything.
Mm-hmm.
Say Impact. You mean the little company that won't die?
No, the little company that had the same form, and they want to grab all the old heads.
Right. Agree.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and I was talking about this with my brother the other day. He's like, whenever Christian showed up, he was just like, we've seen this before.
Yeah, it's the same dance.
So my whole thing is, every single old guy that they've gotten
mm-hmm.
has tremendous purpose in the company now.
Mm-hmm.
They're not just there to outshine young people. They're not there to take the spotlight off.
So you really think that Christian should have beaten Dobbs last night?
Yes, because what they're gonna do with him is use him in a one-off against Kenny and give Kenny a big win. I firmly believe that, and it makes sense to do.
Both of those guys are undefeated.
Him and Kenny are gonna have a great match.
Mm-hmm. Christian,
Christian's dude. Did you not enjoy that match? And for what it's worth, just in terms of the way that match was booked,
mm-hmm.
Hobbs was all over him the whole time.
Yeah,
Hobbs looked great.
Yeah.
Dude. It's just one of those things.
He's missing something, though. He's missing
maybe
something.
a little something, but not in the ring, dude. In the ring, he is on point, my friend.
No, I think he's missing.
An
He's
Arn
missing.
Anderson spine buster.
Yeah,
dude,
that was good. Yeah.
Holy smokes! Yeah. And what I'm saying is that it's not like they just buried him. If anything, they made it look like Christian kind of barely pulled it out. And that worked well.
Yeah.
It worked very well.
That one move in the end did change the whole course of the match.
He used his veteran experience to beat the young guy who's twice his size and just as strong and fast.
As strong.
Well, I mean, stronger and just as fast is what I should say.
Okay.
Maybe. Whatever. You get what I'm trying to say.
No, I didn't.
Quit being
I try to teach him English. I'm still working on him just a little bit. Y'all bear with me. Y'all see the transition as we go forward. Y'all see he's growing. He really is. Go ahead.
And you're deteriorating. And I tried to say yeet to him the other day.
Mom would say all the time,
like, what are we doing?
Mom used to tell me this. Mom used to tell me this. He said, boy, the more I teach you, the dumber I get.
Yeah, dude, just stealing all that brain power.
Mom used to tell me that. The more I teach you, the dumber I get.
Your uncle?
You feel it?
Oh, I
Nephew?
feel it. I do.
Listen, Wednesday Night Wars. Wednesday Night Wars.
Over. Done. Dusted.
Why?
Because there's a superior program on the block. There's a new sheriff in town, and I think I've made it very clear that it's AEW and it's not NXT. Dude, for what it's worth, as much as I hate the WWE, NXT is a good product. But it's just another thing that they just botch all the time, and they just don't take it as serious as they should.
Do you really think that if Vince McMahon get a little nasty, and he say, look at here, I moved this show off of Wednesday night so I can move either SmackDown or Raw to Wednesday night. Now it's a head-on-head battle. Who do you think gonna win that battle? Be honest now.
Depends on
it depends
on which show.
Okay, if it's SmackDown.
No, it can't beat SmackDown.
Can't beat SmackDown?
Is SmackDown going to be on USA or is it going to be on Fox on Wednesdays?
Fox on Wednesdays.
You can't beat that. That's primetime television on a basic cable. I mean, that's like old school. Like wrestling's back on TV, you know? Yeah, they're doing like 4 or 5 million every week.
I used to watch wrestling on TNT all the time. So it's prime time. I used to watch wrestling on that channel all the time. WCW, I think it was.
Yeah.
And now AEW is there, and they got a big celebration. Wrestling is back, blah blah blah, and they're doing a great job.
A fantastic job.
But I don't think in their infant stage, because now maybe in a few years.
Yeah, look, and maybe you're right. Right now, maybe that's not a feasible thing.
Yeah.
But I think sooner than later we'll be able to take Raw. on Mondays. I'll do it. I'll set it up, dude. Call me, Tony. Let's run this. Let's talk business. Let's talk strategy here. I really think that like in a few years, and I didn't think so, but dude, all the numbers indicate AEW is a couple years ahead of schedule in terms of where they're supposed to be and what they're supposed to be and who they have and what they've been doing. And again, it's back to we were talking about long-term booking. They're just doing it right, dude. They're taking the old guys and they're making them good. They're making them work.
Old guys.
Yes, old guys. Let's not mince words here. Like Sting's an older gentleman. Christian Cage is an older gentleman. Now Christian looks good for being an old guy.
So you saying Sting don't?
Sting still, sure. Like compared to like a lot of old guys, compared to you,
Man, I'll whoop Sting.
Oh shit, let's go, dude.
I'll whoop Sting and if you listen, I know you're probably watching. This is our first broadcast, so listen. I'm gonna tell you something, and I love Sting. I do.
Watching.
I do.
Of course Sting's watching.
I love Sting. I really do. But I'm gonna tell you something. Sting, I'll whoop the brakes off.
Oh my God, Sting, please don't. Beat
your knees are bad, Sting.
Please don't beat my
your knees are bad. Your memory is about you can't remember all your moves. That's why you walk around with a bat all the time because you can't do nothing else.
Neither can you,
though. You walk. I don't have a bat.
You don't have a memory.
I have soup bone. I have what's his name? What's it? No. What's his name? Junkyard Dog.
Oh my
God! I got these soup bones. These soup bones.
Thinks he's JYD.
The soup bone. I got these soup bones, and these soup bones gonna knock you out. Sting, you better stay where you at. Stay where you call in, Sting. We like to hear from you. But I'm gonna tell you something. If you want to get in the ring with me, Sting, I wouldn't do it if I was you.
I wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't do it if I was you.
Right.
If I were you, I wouldn't do it. That's just letting you know. If I were you, I wouldn't do it. Now you take that to the bank, cash that in.
All right,
Sting. I beat Cage too.
You beat Cage?
I would beat Cage.
You beat Cage?
Christian Cage. Man, look at
I thought you meant Brian Cage.
Nah, I ain't messing with him.
There it is. And all of a sudden the tune changes.
No, look again.
He's like, whoa, Brian.
No. Look, let's be serious now. You talking about Brian Cage? Nah, man. I put you. You the young guy. I put. And look at Brian Cage. Come on. I got somebody for you. Anyway. Yeah, there you go. Show them what you got. Look at you. Ready for this? You ready for this?
No. Okay, keep going before we.
Okay. Well, you get mad for real? You might get mad for real, ain't it? Boy, we better stop for a while. We ahead, boy. Because they just gonna get mad for real. You gonna come knocking on the door.
What do you got?
Okay, let's go.
Wednesday Night War's over. That's the end of it. Now I know that the Pinnacle. You mean the new best faction in wrestling?
Really?
Yeah, easy. The Elite is really good right now. Let's keep this in mind. The Elite is fantastic right now.
So do you think they're going to beat the Inner Circle?
Yeah, ought to.
Why?
I just think the Inner Circle's already over, like, in the eyes of the fans, It's like they don't need the rub. Like, they don't need the bump. It's like, and not... I wouldn't say the Pinnacle can't get it without it, but I really think that they need the win. They need to go over and they need to start running roughshod in AEW because that's the new faction. And you should honestly just glue a microphone to MJF's hand and let that be the thing. Because
who do you think in AEW right now, group wise, will be able to stand up against the Pinnacle?
I would say the Elite. But I don't think we're going to run that because you're not going to go heel. I can't really think of anybody that like is really going to be an ultra threat to them, dude, other than the Circle. Dark Order led by Hangman might be kind of fun. But I think that we're going to trend towards Elite versus Dark Order because Hangman's the number one contender. Dude, speaking another great match turned in by him last night with Ricky Starks. Hot way to open up Dynamite. Ricky Starks is going to be a huge star as well. He's going to be a huge star. I think anybody that watched NWA knew that. Team Taz is real cool. I think that they should.
What are they missing?
I don't know. That's
They're
a
missing
question. Something.
Yeah.
But it's working. It's getting better. And I think, you know what I really think it is? I think that they are not wrestling enough.
What do you think?
That's the issue.
What would have happened had Christian Cage said, "Yes, I'll join you"? What would they have done for him? Because coming in, you don't want him to come in as a heel. You don't want him. You don't want him to come in. Yeah, that would pretty much bury him from the start.
Can't do it.
Yeah.
I don't think it would have been the answer to have Christian join. I think it was pretty foregone that he was going to be like, "Nah, I'm good." Nah, Taz.
We got a comment here.
Oh, comment?
Yeah. They say, "Hey, this is Badger." He said, "Hey, now, don't be talking about Sting like that."
Oh.
So someone's trying to defend Sting.
Yeah, what's up,
See, Sting, you need somebody to help you, Sting. That's why you got people comment on the post right now. They're commenting on the post right now.
He's a stunt grade.
Said, don't be talking about Sting like that. See, listen. My thing is, Sting, I will whoop you.
Dude,
see, and you get your no. I'm gonna tell Sting about himself. I'm gonna tell Sting about himself because I'm gonna tell you something. Sting, you were great at one time, but Father Time is undefeated, and so are you. Dude. Until you meet me.
Yeah, until I'm not even gonna touch that.
Okay. Sting, I love you, man. Right. I love you, Sting.
People keep commenting. That guy said some dumb Mark stuff. What's up, Badger? Call us. Hit us with some more of your stupid opinions. We like
Badger, a friend of mine now.
Is Badger a friend of yours? Your friend?
About,
Look, I'm sure he's a nice guy, but he's a
Badger, look.
But you're a dumb Mark. I love you. Like, I'm sure you're all right. You're Raheem's friend. You're my friend too. But I'm just saying, dude.
The inner circle.
You want a hot take? Is a hot take corner time?
Give it to me.
I think before too long, it's gonna be time for the inner circle to part ways, dude. I think
who's gonna benefit most by them parting ways?
Who's gonna benefit most? I would say, I think it's time for Sammy Guevara to strike out on his own and go make some. Should
he tag team or go solo? And if he do tag team, who would you like to see him with?
Dude, it'd be cool to see him and Ricky Starks in a tag team. I think they'd have like a cool, like Hispanic babyface tag team. That'd be real dope.
Give me a name for him.
Los Gatos.
Oh Lord,
I don't know.
Okay.
Dude.
I think it's going to break up. I think the inner circle is going to break up.
I think it's time.
Either they'll break up or they'll bring somebody in that can lead them, much like your boy was trying to do before he started Pinnacle. I think Jericho's going back to WCW.
No,
WWE.
Not,
I think he's going back.
Not now. It's too late. We're too deep. You know what I think is going to happen?
Mm-hmm. He just did an interview.
I did, which is really weird. That's kind of crazy because I just like the doors slowly opening on that side. Even I haven't watched that. Did they talk about AEW?
Yeah,
they did.
Yeah,
that's so interesting, dude. That's so wild.
And see, that's something that Vince has never.
Yeah, I mean, he got on to Sammy for talking about All Out.
Yeah,
and Sammy's little promo, but it's just like, dude, I don't even know, man. I don't think that's going to happen, though. I think and here's another hot take corner. I think that the best person on commentary is Excalibur. I love Jim and Tony. I think that Jim at times doesn't put the matches over the way I would like for him to. And I think what you should do is you should have Jim be calling the big matches. I think he should do backstage segments because he's been great in all of them, interviewing Mox, interviewing Hangman, interviewing we interviewed the Pinnacle last night, and that was awesome. You had to have Jim there. And it's because it's kind of this weird thing where everybody has enough respect for Jim that they're not going to lay their hands come at him like that.
I'm gonna tell you what
I think that Jericho needs to go on to commentary. Because every time he's been on commentary,
he's real good at it.
He's amazing.
Yeah,
he's
good.
Great, and I think that should be should be the case. That needs to be the move. Is you put Jericho on commentary and you let Jim come in when it's backstage segments and big time matches.
I'm gonna tell you what I think should happen, and it's going in about 3 months. I see it panning itself out. Samoa Joe's gonna end up there. He's gonna end up there.
Recently cut.
Yeah. He's gonna end up there. And he's going to start off on commentary, but Joe wants to wrestle.
I know.
And WWE will not clear him to wrestle for whatever reason. And so I think that he'll get a little push and he'll be able to wrestle more. Maybe not full time,
Sure.
But he'll be able to wrestle from time to time in AEW.
I'm a huge Samoa Joe fan. Just I love Samoa Joe.
And the guy can win.
That. Now that was, that does kind of come back to like, do we have enough older guys in the mix now already? Like that's the real question. Like,
I'm trying to read this while you're talking.
Some more comments,
yeah.
I think that like Samoa Joe definitely could come in and could be on commentary because he's very good at that too. Is there? Man, it's just like we're running out of space. I don't watch it.
He said he wanted to call, but unfortunately, we don't have the phone.
We don't have the phone out now.
Yeah.
Dude, we appreciate it. We'll have you call. We'll argue some wrestling, dude. I'm with you on the Sting thing, by the way. I totally think that like I'm waiting for somebody to run my mouth too. Like, that's the thing. But
do you think he's washed up?
Sting?
Is he done?
No, he's doing everything he's done has been pretty, on point. Like, what else do you want? The guy's been coming in and just running it. Like
last night. Now let's talk about last night. Do you see how slow he came out there, man?
Yeah, it was. The man is older. That's why he's not going to be
listen,
wrestling.
The man could have been dead by the time Sting got there.
Yeah, that's true.
If Sting came out there 2 miles an hour, if that. The man getting beat. He's getting beat down in the middle of the ring, and here comes Sting, and they here's Sting. And then 10 minutes later, Sting make it to the ring.
Dude,
10 minutes later.
Whatever, dude. He's old. What do you want, dude? You move around slow, and I don't hustle. I don't like shush you. Dude.
Man,
I'm not behind you.
He should have got Darby's skateboard, man, or something. Can you imagine Sting?
Dude, that'd be awesome. Oh, I love that.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah, dude. Just like goes from surfer to skateboarder. Yeah. I think he should come out as like Surfer Sting. Mm-hmm. That's my whole bit, dude. Like just come out with like the,
Why don't just come out in a wheelchair?
Dude, now I'm with Badger, dude. Stop talking about Sting like that, dude.
Hey, and number one true.
Dude, I was trying to be mean to Badger, dude, but like you put me on his side, dude.
Oh. Darby is crazy. Darby is crazy.
Yeah, Darby is crazy. And that's the best part about Darby is he's a total psycho. I had an argument with somebody watching AEW last night. We were just talking hot takes.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, I'm not into Darby. I don't get the whole Darby thing. He's just a weird little goth kid. And while that may be true, the man can go, it's just a gimmick that works. It's over with the kids, which is super important.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I think there's a whole Sting comparison above all else. The first time, and this is another thing AEW does really well, is they listen to the internet and what's going on and what's hot and what people
so they don't know how to run their own business? Yeah, they need to get suggestions. They can't run their own business. They come up with your original idea and go with it. If it works, then keep going with it. If it's not, let it go. But come up with your own original idea. WWE they don't do that. They don't care about the internet. He don't even want
their shit booking. Look at the way it works.
He don't even want them talking on the internet or doing all those things. Stay away from that. I run my business the way I run my business.
Are you gonna let me talk?
No, because you're not saying nothing.
Quiet. Yes, I am, dude.
Listen,
they don't listen. And look where their booking's at as a byproduct of it, bro. How can you even say that? How can you go on there and go on this show in front of these nice people and tell them that the WWE doesn't listen to the internet and that's a good thing?
They don't listen.
Yeah, that's the problem, dude.
Because they want to run their own,
and it looks like ass. So that's fine. So if you want to run it and run a garbage product,
how long has WWE been in business?
Dude, too long, in my opinion, dude.
How long AEW? They what?
2 years, and it's been a solid 2 years.
And so this whole 2-year-old infant gonna come here and tell this adult how to run a business.
I'm not telling a WWE what to do at all, or AEW is.
Listen,
AEW's doing just fine doing what they're doing.
WrestleMania was sold out. The first time they had a live audience in
Bro, the whole world's been on lockdown. Of course it was sold out. People are desperate to get out.
Mm-hmm. So you saying that when AEW start having fans, they're gonna be sold out?
For at least the first few runs, dude. Absolutely.
And then after that, what?
I mean, I think
WWE been sold out for years.
I think they'll keep trending, dude. I think they will keep trending upward. The WWE is also notorious for lying about its numbers too, dude. So
y'all do that too, then?
No, they don't. They don't. Oh, they don't. When they do it, it's tongue-in-cheek. When they do it, they're openly mocking the WWE, dude.
You're right. They don't lie about their
numbers. When they
tell you why they don't lie about their numbers? Because they don't have any.
They have great numbers. What do you?
Audience,
if that was true,
audience.
if that was true, they wouldn't be killing it the way they are. You're not making any sense.
My
dude.
thing, I'm talking about audience numbers. Audience. They don't have an audience right
It's
now.
not the same. Well, yeah, of course, dude, because they're actually being saved.
WWE, they just had WrestleMania, the biggest event of the year for them, and they sold out the arena.
Dude, you said it. Let me tell you this. All right, don't interrupt me this time.
Yes, I will.
You said it yourself, dude.
Mm-hmm.
They are a bigger company. AEW is 2 years into this game.
Okay.
I'm telling you that 5, 6, 7 years down the road,
same
we're going to start building up. Impact has never been on the same playing field
when
as
Impact
AEW.
first came. When Impact first came, they had audience, they had people following, they had people watch them. They had a lot of things that was going on with them.
It wasn't the same.
It wasn't
the
the
same
same, but the track, the pattern was
there
the
wasn't
same.
it wasn't the same kind of like unified locker room.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't the same person running. Dude, we got it. You have to stop. You rambling like a senile old man.
Do I have you stuttering a little bit?
Dude, you do a little bit. You got me upset, dude. You call me Stuttering Sally over here, dude, because I am pissed off and listening to your old mouth. Listen to me, okay? Listen to me. You can't compare the two. You have to think who's at the helm of this, dude.
Mm-hmm.
We have to take this into consideration. Tony Khan is a brilliant mark, dude.
Where'd he come from?
Where'd he come from?
Yeah, I mean,
him and his father, the
Yeah.
Khan family own the Jacksonville Jaguars,
okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
They're very much billionaires, like some of the richest people in the world. Tony is a lifelong mark. He's been on like the message board since like way back in the day.
Okay.
He's been around.
So you have a history. He knows the sport.
He knows the sport. He has
more
like
than Dixie, more than Dixie Carter.
Much more than Dixie Carter. But that's also not saying like a ton.
Exactly.
That's not saying a bunch. But yes, I don't even. Who cares, dude? Who gives a crap? She's probably on a farm somewhere,
where's her nephew at?
Sipping mint juleps.
Where's her nephew?
Oh, isn't he still in the WWE?
I haven't seen him in a long time.
Yeah, they just kind of buried him.
Yeah, he's gone. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm saying that like the fact that we have like a real wrestling fan out here running the show is such a huge deal, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Such a huge deal. And that's coming back around full circle. It's important to listen to your crowd, dude. It's important to listen to what people are talking about and what they think and are speculating and are proposing.
Okay, let me ask you a question. I'm gonna switch gears on you for a second, and I like when I get you worked up like that. That's good.
You did.
Yeah.
I'm still seething all over.
I see.
Go on.
Yeah, but how many opportunities is Drew McIntyre going to get? How many chances?
I don't know. I don't like this. It was a solid match. It was a solid match, right? Like Bobby and Drew was a solid match.
Mm-hmm. But go with somebody else. Give somebody else a chance.
I just think. I don't know, man. I just think like the way that they booked Drew is really unfair. It's cool that Bobby Lashley is finally, like good for him. But it was just like, man, the booking leading up to this has just been garbage, dude. Like you could have just kept the belt on Drew. Like it's again like they were just worried about like how people were going to react, and it's like who cares? You haven't cared about that for years. You put Triple H over Booker T over this like horribly racist angle for like months, and then and it's like here's your one chance to put the baby face back over,
and you don't do it,
and you bury him with your golden shovel. And it's just like it doesn't make a lick of sense, dude. And that's the problem. Is like Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley should be one of the great feuds that we'll talk about like for years to come.
Badger says Drew deserves better.
Drew does deserve better. Thank you.
He was a champion. He was a champion for a long time, though. He did. He
had a good sustained run.
Yeah.
But it just wasn't quite
long enough.
It wasn't long enough, and it wasn't. It's like the way it ended was so like unceremonious and like it's like you could have just kept the belt on him and have Bobby put him out. Like at Mania, who cares if they boo? They boo. If they cheer, they cheer. They put on a good match. That's what's important.
So kept the belt on him and let Bobby beat him at WrestleMania and get the belt.
Easy.
That would have made more sense.
It would have made way more sense. And then you break up this faction that's like the only thing working on Monday nights. Like that, dude. That baffles me. Like that's where I'm like, how can you in your right mind defend anything that those idiots do, dude? It doesn't make any sense. Why? The Hurt Business is working. MVP hasn't been relevant in years. He shows up at the Rumble. Everybody's like, oh, cool, a little pop.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he's working again. And it's like, oh, cool. MVP's back on my TV. This is kind of fun.
How long are they going to keep him on that cane, man? Because they don't want him to wrestle. And truth of the matter, what he's doing now is better than him wrestling.
It is. Well, now especially. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really care. It's stupid.
Why do he have them jumping Drew as the what's the name of that group, man?
Her Business?
No.
Oh, Tweedledee and Tweedledum?
Yeah.
Big Boys?
Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
Because he have a lot to do with that.
Yeah.
He's trying to pretend as though he don't.
Old Cain and Abel, whatever.
Yeah.
Dude. I don't even know, dude. I don't even care. Boycott Raw. Hashtag boycott Raw.
Now let me ask you a question. Change gears just a sec. It's 20 minutes till the top of the hour, and I wanted to wait until about this time in the broadcast because I know how you feel about this guy. Don't look at my papers. Don't cheat.
Dude.
Don't cheat.
Scared. What is it?
Darby. How good is he? How good is that guy?
Darby's so good, dude. Darby's the future, man. Darby's the future.
He was taken to the limit last night.
He was. And you know what I've noticed? I'm glad you said that. What I've noticed is Darby always gets pushed. There's always, because he's not this massive, you were talking about smaller people in wrestling. Yeah. Well, it works really well when you have Darby wrestling a guy like Brian Cage, like Scorpio Sky, even though Scorpio's not a huge dude, he's definitely bigger than Darby.
Yeah, he is bigger.
All of this, it's so easy to make Darby a babyface now. It's so easy because he's just and he keeps getting the crap beat out of him week in, week out. And then at the end of the matches, what does he do? He pulls it out in the last minute, the last supper.
He cheats.
He cheats. He didn't cheat.
Uh-oh.
He didn't cheat.
I got
technical difficulties.
No, we got 2 or 3 things going on here. Okay. How long do you think they'll keep the belt on?
I think a little while longer.
Who do you think is lined up that's going to be after him?
I really think that there's just a myriad of people that you can take and run with, dude. Let me ask you, who would you like to see have the belt on? I've heard a couple of decent takes on who people think should get the belt.
What's the young kid named? 22, 23 years old, head of the Pinnacle.
MJF?
Yeah. He'll be perfect. He'll be perfect.
Yeah.
He will be perfect.
It would piss everybody off.
Yes, he will be perfect. And give him let him keep the belt maybe about a year.
Yeah.
6 months to a year. Let him keep the belt and go through everybody. Let him go through everybody. I think that'll be a perfect thing to do right now at this stage. Because people hate him already.
Yeah.
He's already hated. He's undefeated. Let him win the belt and continue winning. And let him do stuff like some of the other wrestlers do. Just find ways to cheat to keep the belt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they had a couple of screw job finishes last night, which we don't see very often on AEW. Very seldom we do. That's how Penta won. That's how, what was the other one that finished like that? QT Marshall won.
Yeah. What do you think about the ladies match?
Oh, excellent. I thought it was really good. I think Ty Conti is very much indicative of the way, and this is the thoughts of Dave Meltzer mostly. But
hey, Dave.
Dad, my kayfabe dad.
Yeah,
I love star ratings. I think that's indicative of the way that WWE books. They don't know when they have talent on their hands, or if they do, they don't know what to do with it.
Okay.
So you have this girl who's a world champion judoku player, and it's just it doesn't make any sense why she's not. And she's this big, lean Brazilian woman. She's fast, strong, stout, moves around great. And it's just dude, what did WWE do with her? Absolutely nothing. As a joke, and it doesn't. It's just indicative of the way that they run things, dude. They don't know what they're doing. It's garbage.
You only can have one champion, and you think it's time to take the belt off her now?
Cheetah?
Yeah. You think it's time to take the belt for what she's doing and what she represents right now at this stage in the game? Do you think it's time?
Only if it goes to Britt. I think it's Britt's time.
That's what they say.
And that's another example of AEW looking at what they have. Everybody hating it.
Yeah.
And instead of abandoning it, they were like, no. We know she's special. We know she's good. We know she can do this. She's going to be one of the top people here.
Okay.
And what did they do? They stuck with Britt Baker. They kept letting her come out and cut promos. They let her get in the ring. They kept letting her work, dude. and it's like they just Britt made it work. Britt made it work. Britt went out there and she's making it work. And then she had that match with Thunder Rosa.
Is she ready to be champion?
I think so, dude. I think it's like another thing AEW does really well is they strike while the iron is hot. And that's important.
I would bring her. I would let hold her off just a little while longer.
Maybe, but there's also an issue with doing that, you know, and it kind of, again, like striking while it's like, you know, if she cools off in that time frame, that's going to be a problem. You know what I mean? Like that's going to be a huge issue if she cools off in that. I don't think she will because she's super talented. Yeah, she's going to keep coming up with some good stuff. I mean, dude, it's like that match to me, just that Thunder Rosa match, it just brought the women's division to prominence. And we've seen that happen a couple times now recently on AEW. And I think it's going to continue to trend that way. I think it's going to keep looking up, keep getting better, and eventually that women's division is going to be hopping.
Do you think they have the best women's division?
No, NXT does. Yeah, I'll openly admit that. Like it's been a slow go with AEW, but they're getting there. They are getting there.
How much longer?
I'd say another year, and they're like right in the mix in the conversation. Maybe less. I think it depends on who comes. You're probably going to need like one or two people to come in, sign on, and that's going to be part of it as well.
You think what's her name that was just released? Mickie James. You think she will be a great addition to AEW Women's Division?
Maybe in terms of getting people over. I don't think I'd put the belt on her or anything like that. There's too many, and nothing against Mickie James. She's great, but there's too many,
She has it, though, man.
Oh, well, of course, dude. But she's a little older, too, just in terms of, like, wrestling. Sure, wrestling years. And
why don't you just bring Stephanie over there and put the belt on her?
Yeah, right. Might as well. Wait till they buy the company one day, and that'll probably be what happens. Just as like a slight, she'll put like the world title on herself.
Yeah, exactly.
Vince style. That's okay. That'll never happen.
Never happen. Now, tell me how great you think Jungle Boy is.
Jungle Boy is amazing. I think if it wasn't for Darby Allin, he would be the TNT champion, and he would be the next big star.
Why not Christian Cage? Not Christian Cage, like Christian. Brian Cage. Brian Cage, yeah.
Why not Brian Cage? Senior moment. Brian Cage.
Oh, wow. He got one in, y'all. Exactly.
Brian Cage is honestly really good too, and I like Brian Cage a lot. I think the mic work is a little, it's suspect, but he's getting there too. They seem to be like, it seems like the old guys being there.
Why did the huge guys in the business right now? I can't think of one big guy, real big guy. Lashley, Brock, Cage. None of those guys are good on the mic, man.
Great talkers.
No, none of them are. I mean, they're the big guy, they're the muscle, but they just the muscle's not here though.
Yeah.
I mean,
I really don't know, man. I don't know what they should. I was trying to think of somebody. I think Drew's really good on the mic.
Drew's very good.
Drew's real good. Yeah, he's
very
a big
good.
boy.
He's not to that level.
No, he's not like big like Lashley or Strowman, but
Strowman's not terrible though.
No, he's a little cheese ball. Like it's like you could get these hands. Like, dude, please, dude.
Yeah, but that's catchy though. That's catchy.
If you're 8 or 58. Anywhere.
Or 57.
Or 57.
and a half.
Oh, man. I don't know, man. It's just a thing. It's a problem. Like, But my whole thing is, again, in AEW, we have these old guys there to, like, kind of, I think Lance Archer's getting better on the mic as a byproduct of being with Jake the Snake Roberts all the time. I think that Brian Cage is around Ricky Starks and Taz, and they're both really good on the mic, and so he's getting better as a byproduct. Like, what I mean? Like, you gotta let him, like,
If you're smart, you'll always have somebody to talk to those guys. That's why, when Brock comes back, if he don't get anyone with him, talent wise, he could do it. But on the mic, man, you just don't let him talk.
Yeah, don't let him talk. Just gotta let old Paulie do it.
Yeah.
And then,
but how would that happen though?
Paul's turned on everybody once.
So you think once Brock come back,
turn on Roman, they'll get a stupid Roman face turn, and I won't care again.
I think he's doing good now, though.
Yeah, he's
I think
alright.
what they're doing with Roman right now
it's
is the
somewhat
best.
entertaining. It's
Yeah.
better than it's better than what it was. I really just I don't understand how you do old DB like that, dude. Old Daniel Bryan, man. Like, it doesn't make dude. Brian, I want to see Bryan Danielson in AEW. That's what I want. That's what I really want, dude.
How many more years does he have in him?
Couple, maybe
2.
Yeah. Before he fucking falls apart, dude. Like, before he just turns into dust.
You got a few guys like that, but me personally, honestly speaking, I don't. And truth of the matter, I joke about it, but I love AEW. I really do. I love AEW. But my thing is this right here. I don't like what they're doing in reaching back, getting all these WWE guys and bringing them in, because
it's not necessarily the right formula.
No, it's not, because I think they have enough with what they have right now.
Yeah.
And give these young guys. They got a lot of people in.
They are. In all fairness, they are. They let the young guys get out there and work.
Yeah,
I mean, they're pushing guys every week.
But
a part of their problem is they're trying to push too many people at once, and they only have 2 hours to do it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Now, what do you think about the independent circuit? I mean, there's a lot of guys on the independent circuit right now that could come into AEW, younger guys, and push the company. I'm not going to say more or better than those old heads, but they can really push it and give them the exposure that they need as well.
Right.
Now, eventually, they might just jump ship and go over to WWE once they get the name.
That's the real problem.
Yeah,
dude.
that's the real
once
thing.
Vince starts like writing the checks, it
Yeah.
might be a different story. That scares me on a lot of fronts for a lot of people. But I think that as far as the independent circuit, the issue right now is we're trying to get as many eyes on the product as possible. You already have the marks. Like, you already have the marks. You don't need a bunch of independent guys. Like, Ethan Page showed up. Nobody cares. Like, nothing against Ethan Page. You know, I like Ethan Page.
I like what they're doing with him too.
I didn't know a ton about him.
I like what they're doing with him.
Yeah, it's okay. Him and Scorpio's all right. Like, but it's just like on that same. Yeah, on that. I mean, maybe I could see it. They need a better gimmick.
Yeah.
But
they can work on that.
That's true.
Talent wise, they're good.
Yeah, they're both very good. They're both very good. But I just think that it's like you kind of had a not so great, opening debut with him. It's like you tease a debut and it's just somebody who you're kind of like, oh yeah, I mean, like I've heard of that guy. Like I know who he is.
But
I just don't think that right now more independent guys is the answer. I think you have to have like. You got to go snag a big name. Like when CM Punk is ready, if and when, if ever, like they got to do it. You just got to run it. You got to try it because that's going to be the big, like, oh my God moment. Like, holy smokes moment. Is this for real? That's the thing.
Okay. I want you to look into the camera. Nah, we ain't got to do all that. No. As a matter of fact, let's go to your camera. We got some writing on your camera. We got to get that off next week. And I want you to speak to don't look into the no. Oh Lord.
Sorry, I'm new.
I'm still look, I just shaved him down a couple of months ago. We're still working on it. Please, y'all. And I want you to talk to the people. That's your camera right there, camera 2. And tell them, speak to the people that say, well, wrestling is fake, it's just a big blah 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 blah. Tell them how talented and how much of an athlete you really have to be an effective, successful professional wrestler.
Here's the thing about professional wrestling. We often describe it as fake. You often describe it as fake, some of you people out there. And first of all, it's not fake. It's scripted, okay? Things that are fake, they don't hurt. They don't, you know what I mean? It's not a matter of reality versus like perception in this case. It's just a matter of understanding that this is entertainment, but it's very violent physical entertainment. For anybody who's never hit a wrestling mat, it's not a trampoline. Let's just keep that in mind. To do pull-off stunts like falling 16 feet onto a table, that's a stunt. It's not fake. You know what I mean? You wouldn't call that fake. You just call it a stunt. There's a huge difference in these two things. So for all you people out there who don't understand the level of toughness and tenacity and grit and grind that it takes to be a professional wrestler or to understand it, that's fine that you don't understand it. But shut the hell up, because none of the rest of us care. We all very much enjoy it, and we'd like for you to stay out of our face and don't tell us that it's fake anymore. Thanks, and piss off.
Thank you. That's our public service announcement for today. Now I'm going to do something. I'm telling you right here. I'm gonna hit you.
Scared.
No, don't be scared. I'm gonna hit you and react. Okay? Okay?
Okay.
Put your hand down, man.
Scared.
Ready? Don't be scared. You ready?
Yeah.
Did I hit him for real? Did I hit him for real? See? He's out. Out like a light. Out like a light.
Yeah.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I hit you again?
No.
Okay.
Don't do that ever again.
But my thing is, listen, whether you think it's fake, whether you think it's real or whatever, my thing is it's entertainment. It's entertaining. And you look at cowboy movies, you look at all kind of different stuff on TV to entertain yourself. I like to look at wrestling because it's a form of entertainment that I enjoy. Now, I enjoy it. It's what I want to do. I'm not too overly concerned about how you feel about it, whether you feel it's real, whether you feel it's fake, or whatever. I'm not overly concerned about that. What I am concerned about, you trying to tell me what I can look at and trying to dictate how I view it. You take it from there, man.
No, you're right, dude. This is Shakespeare to us. Dude.
Come on,
like
come
this
on.
is the real deal, man.
Mhm,
The closest thing we have to live theater, week in week out is professional wrestling, and I think that that's kind of like what it's all about, man. Like whatever you enjoy, unless it's the WWE, and then you're a stupid mark. And that's
see. All of a sudden, he want to say that he don't like the big brother. The little brother. Have you ever noticed the little brother has always wanted to take over the big brother's place?
And will one day.
I don't know what's going on with camera 2. Camera 2 done been moved and shook, and I don't know what camera 2 is showing right now. I don't know what the camera 2. We having an issue with camera 2.
It's the first show, guys. Cut us some slack here. It's all good.
Turn it this way. Keep turning. Turn right there. Keep turning it. Stop right there. That's fine. Then we'll go to camera 2. Our camera operator. We gonna dock their pay this week, but it's okay. That's the camera 2 I was telling y'all about right there. The camera 2 is here, but like I say, it's our first show, so it's a classic camera. That's a classic camera right there. That's a classic. That's a WWE camera. Yeah, that's the AEW camera.
That must have been why it was the only overproduced camera.
Big brother camera, little brother camera, collective wrestling channel. This is the wrestling camera right here. That's the wrestling camera. That's the one. Yeah. Hey, how y'all doing out there? Y'all enjoy the show? If you did, leave us some comments.
Please do.
We'll be here every Thursday.
Badger did.
Yeah, Badger, man, love the guy, man. Yeah, Badger, that's my brother right there. I'm reading some of the comments right now. I couldn't keep up with Badger. I couldn't read them all, man. They was coming so fast.
Okay,
I couldn't.
Next week, Badger.
But what I will start doing is I'll actually place them on the screen so everybody can
friends.
see. Yeah, tell everybody about us, man. This is what's the name of the show?
Tables, Ladder, and
Chairs. I got you. Anyway, we're about ready to get out of here, man. This has been a great show. This is our first one, man. What did you think?
I liked it.
You liked it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is enough to bring you? Can we bring you back next week?
Yeah, I think I'll be back.
Okay. Now, do we have to renegotiate your contract or
probably? Well, once the millions of people get on here, and I'm like the hottest commodity in YouTube wrestling and
hold on, hottest
wrestling. Yeah.
What's your name? What's your name?
Prince.
It doesn't matter what your name is. You fall for that every time, man. You fall for that every time. You fall for it every time. That's The Rock. Now, The Rock was a great champion.
All right.
The Rock was a great champion.
Do you have time to keep rambling on?
The Rock was a great champion.
Oh my God! Yeah, of course he was.
Yeah.
Dude. What are you doing? We gotta sign off.
The Rock, can you smell? What The Rock? I can't do the I thing.
Yeah.
Do the I thing for it. Do the I thing for it.
Yeah, almost. If you guys are wondering what early onset dementia sounds like.
Exactly.
Here we are.
Hey, we got 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes, man. I'm gonna give you a minute for your clothes. I'm gonna take a minute for my clothes.
A minute for my clothes.
A minute.
Don't watch Raw. Stop watching Raw. That's really what I want to get out there with my minute. You don't do this to yourself anymore. I'm begging you. I'm here, hands clasped. I'm telling you, don't stop watching Raw. There's no reason to just hurt yourself.
Now, the minute's up. It's only a minute, man. You only had a minute, man.
That was like 30 seconds.
No, it wasn't. You're talking crazy. The craziness took 30 seconds.
Dude, that's
Badger
like 30 seconds.
The Badger said, you ain't The Rock.
No joke, dude. Jeez.
Badger. I thought me and you was here, brother.
No.
Badger.
Me and Badger started as enemies, and now we're friends.
Frenemies.
Or no, we're just friends.
Yeah, they're frenemies.
You guys are frenemies.
Badger, we go way back, brother. Don't do me like that. Come on, Badger.
That's why he's telling.
Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? Listen, great broadcast. Say bye to everybody, man. Tell them how much you love them.
Come back next week or
Yeah.
don't. I don't really care. Wrestling's
Man,
cool.
don't say that,
If
man.
you
We
watch,
need numbers,
if you
man.
watch
What do you mean?
WWE, you're a mark.
What do you mean?
No, come back. We need
Oh,
you.
okay.
We actually need you guys
No.
as much as I hate it.
It's a team sport. It's a team sport. Now the producers over there doing this here. I don't know what that means. I guess you rolled some string together. Some was a yarn or what is that? What is it? I don't know, man.
I'm unsure.
That means something. That means we got another hour.
I'm new to the business.
That means we got another hour. Hey, we got another hour. Come on, man.
Ramble for another hour.
There we go. That's for y'all. Listen, we're about to get out of here. I love each and every one of you. Love each and every one of you. You've been listening to Table, Ladders,
and Talk.
And
TLT.
Don't
forget it.
Don't forget it. We're here every Thursday from 12 o'clock until 1 o'clock right here. You see it in our intro. The 12 o'clock let you know that if you see that clock, it's time for us to go live. You come on, join us. Tell everybody, to tell everybody, to make sure they tell everybody to come back every week right here for Table, Ladders, and Talk. You have a great evening.
Woo!
Take care. And we love you. If don't nobody else love you, we love you. All right, but right now we love you enough that we got to go. See ya.
Dude, nice.
That was good. Now to do all this, I need to do.